Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacey and today we are going to be doing the Sunday sketch session. I have out some ink pens, many different brands. They come in my art boxes, which I'm not subscribed to currently because I'm moving in August, so saving every penny I can and using supplies I already own. So I have out my Derwent liner maker 0.3, a Staedtler pigment 06 or 0.6, and two uni pens. This one is a 0.4 and this is a 1.0, which is ginormous. And we're gonna sketch in my anything goes sketchbook. I have flags for different things that I want to do later, but I thought we would, what is this? Oh, we went to Pratt's Falls Park this past weekend, so that is what this is. I did a little waterfall sketch while we were there, and yeah, I wanted to leave this in here so that I could remember. I'll probably tip it in or tuck it in at some point. At any rate, we're going to skip to the next page. I don't think it's bulky enough now. I don't need something underneath that side. I went ahead, I have an account on Pixabay that I upload my personal pictures to share, and a couple of, I think it's been 2 years ago for these pictures, I went to Washington to visit my kids, and I stayed in this little cabin. And I took a picture of it, and I thought we would start with that today and do some sketching. It was the cutest little cabin, really nice little place to stay. I Airbnb'd it, and yeah, so I thought we'd start there. And then these are pictures that I've taken of the flowers that were in the garden. So I thought we'd doodle those, and then I thought I had other pictures in here from there. Nope, these are pictures from Pratt's Falls, so maybe we'll doodle some of those. And this is a picture I took this fall of a seed pod, which I thought was cool. Can I? Nope, it doesn't let you do that. And then this is another close-up of that seed pod, which I thought turned out super cool. Every once in a while I take a really good photo, in my opinion. At any rate, I thought we'd start with that, with this cabin picture. I have other pictures of the cabin, but yeah, I thought we'd just start doodling there. Where do I set this? I'll just set it here, I guess. My, I guess I could scooch it in so you guys could maybe see what I'm doing here. My first thought was to, I don't know, draw in my animals sketchbook. I'm going to use this big one. I never use this one. And in the interest of keeping things a little loose, I'm going to set this under there to tilt that a little bit. Enough. There we go. So I thought we'd just dive right in and not really think too much. Let's start down here at the base of the rocks. Got rocks. It's right here. There's slate rocks. That. And just keep it loose and a bit suggestive. Doesn't need to be perfect. I haven't drawn anything yet today. I have been working on my drawings for my coloring book that I'm putting together. If you're interested in seeing the behind the scenes and where I'm at with personal projects and my coloring book and the Christmas ornaments and Christmas cards and things like that. What I do kind of behind the scenes, not really pertaining to YouTube, more pertaining to my craft sales that I do throughout the year. I'm just going to do some swirlies for these rocks, and then we'll throw in some polka spots, big and little polka spots. And then we have this rock here at the base of our picture, kind of running off the page. There's another little rock here. And we've got all these little, there's this guy, third rock up, he's just kind of camping out right here in front of this guy. And shadow back there, and then shadow right there. Ooh, I know. Oh, there we go. On the top of the rock, I got some more little gravels back here. And there's another big old rock right here. Kind of coming down like that. This was a beautiful little cabin to stay in. It was just big enough for 1 or 2 people, which is all I needed. I stayed there for 7 days. The people that I rented one from were amazing. Left them an amazing review because it was such a great place to stay. Every day I sit on that little porch and have coffee and just enjoy the morning before I go see my daughter to help her out once she was up and moving around and woke up, and her husband had gone to work. She couldn't be alone because she had just had my grandbaby, and she had C-section, so she needed help. And my visit was timed perfectly for me to be able to do that. This rock kind of comes down like this. So I spent most of I was up at 4 in the morning because I still had to do the day job, and spent most of my mornings chilling, and so a little bit of greenery right here. So we'll just suggest that. There's little pebbles back here, and then this rock behind the greenery. So it was a really great place to stay for the week that I was there. I went to rebook it for my next trip, and it was booked out for a year and a half. So I was a little disappointed that I couldn't stay there again, but yeah, it was a really nice place to stay. And we have little raggedy grasses. And there's another stone back here behind some grasses. And then there's another stone back here. Grasses. And there's bushes with flowers on them. There were flowers and little bushes, and I went in May, end of May, so the flowers were blooming, and there was little artistic sculptures sprinkled throughout the yard, and There's a little round rock right here. And then, which I thought was cool that they had sculpture sprinkled throughout the yard, you know. There's another big rock right here. Grasses, and then he's kind of going in that direction. Yeah, and the view was phenomenal. I had a view of Puget Sound, sunrise and sunset, so that was really nice. Okay, so these little stone things, I've got this one over way too far, so I'm gonna move it. We're gonna ignore this one, and we're gonna move it over here where it belongs. And this is grasses over here. Got some tall ones through here, a few little tall ones there. And we've got grasses or stones standing kind of up on their side right here, creating a little wall, because it was on top of a little hillside right here, and they created a cute little wall of stones to retain the yard very artistically. I mean, it just looks so nice. When I pulled up, I was like, oh, hey, this is cute. I could see myself living here. And in the back, that's the rental car I had. In the back, there's a little red shed. Yeah, it was pretty great. There. Grasses. There. Another rock right there. And this is all short, scrubby grasses. And let's see, look at the kind of tops of stones right there. And there's another step there, another step there, and there. All kind of grasses on either side. Little flowering yellow bush there. This is one of those sculptures. It's right in front of the cabin. I don't know if we're going to put that in, but it's there. We've got little grasses, little flowers. Okay. And then a little bush right here. There's a little flower, something or another there. There's this weird grassy bush like that right there. And this is all delicate little grasses through there. And then there's another like rock right here. There's another little rocky ledge right through here. And then there's this bush. And then back here is the cabin. So we've got the cabin. There's this step here. Yes, that's where we're putting it. We're doing it. And just be bold. Be bold. I'm a little bit confident. Just a little bit. And then a little chimney situation. Kind of flares. And then there's that piece of art sculpture thing that was here, and it has those tongs coming down. I never did quite I think it was just meant to be like attractive, like interactive, attractive kind of thing. Okay, so chimney, roof line. Let's finish up our roof line. Kind of triangles a bit like that, and it disappears behind a bush right there. And then there's a window. There were quite a few little windows. Nice open floor plan. All hardwood floors throughout the whole thing. So super, super cute little place to stay. There's a little cover, wind cover there. And then we've got our, kind of goes back like that. And there's roof line here coming here. And then there. There's a little front porch cover there. And then this line goes this way, I think. Perspective hurts my brain. Let's see. And then, yeah, that way, this way. There's the corner. And there's a little window here. And then on the other side, there's another window here, which has like that. And chimney. There's a little more space between the chimney and the house, but that's alright. Let's just block in the house like that. That feels more like a house, okay. And we have roof. Roof. This is underneath. And then there's another little section there. Kind of goes up and out. Up. That. And there's more little awning. Dark through there. And there's this railing. Oops. Of the porch. Which kind of cuts the window. Actually, it's way up here. That's alright. We're just gonna do it I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it my way. Ha ha ha. Let's stuff like that. House. House. There's another little, like the door is right through here. I don't know how I convey that though. And then this is all bushes and like they kind of come around like this and up. Those tall, super tall, like crazy bushes right there. And then yard. Okay? Cabin. Esque, sort of. Roof. Underneath the roof. There's a big old tree right here. There were tons of trees. I was right. Camino Island is very forested, and that's where this little cabin was. It's out on Camino Island. And there's a couple of piney trees back here. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge of trees back there. And then there's even more trees back there, but I don't think I'm going to put those in. I'm going to leave it like that because it's super busy. Super busy. Let's put in a little bit of color. Let's do a bit of green on our cabin. Like this crazy bright green. Like that. Touch of yellow on the windows. Maybe a little too much water. Chimney. Chimney. And then I'm going to use some of this mud on the palette too. There are slate rocks, and they were mostly slate colored, that gray, like that. That helps delineate where all the rocks are in comparison with all the greens. And you don't want to fill it all in, right? You want to leave some stuff to the imagination. This guy, this guy. Okay. I think I like it like that. Maybe we'll put some blue in that sky back there. Like that. That's a fun sketch, right? I kind of dig it. I don't very often draw structures, and I'm trying to get more into that because eventually I would like to do world building, but you can't do that if you don't have the knowledge. Alright, so there's that sketch with my little cabin picture. Oops, for reference. Let's go there. Let's see what else I got in here. Should we draw one of the flowers from there? There was this crazy thing. I don't, if anyone knows what this is, let me know in the comments below. What is that? It's a crazy looking plant. It had little green pods inside of each. Is it gonna, that's as focused as it's gonna get. It's crazy, right? Thought it was neat, so I took a picture of it. Like, what is this? Let's draw it. Let's give it a whirl. We'll use a smaller pen though, because it is a finer design. Let's zoom in, and it comes like, let's see. Yeah, okay. We'll do it over here. She's coming up like this. And she's got all kinds of crazy leaves, which I'm going to ignore through here, and then My look at little cups or trumpets or I don't know. Not be overly precious about it, right? Like that. And its facings have little dots and little weird seed pod things in them. There we go. Had to change the battery on the camera. It's just... I was going to use my fingers to zoom. It doesn't work that way. We'll zoom way in. Like so. So you guys can see what I'm doodling here. Doodle doodle. And if you hear any weird pounding noises, I haven't by my front doors over there, so there are neighbors moving around in the hallway. There. Bunch of stems coming out like this. Like that. Oh, my Amazon packages here. Nice. Should we do a little impromptu unboxing video? Yellow seeds. It's kind of folded over, so you can really see a little bit of the thing there. That. I wasn't expecting my package to come so soon. Usually when it says between 8 and 10 at night, it doesn't show up until, you know, late. So you'll see it there. Little there, ruffly ones down there. Another kind of trumpety shaped one right there. One's distance. Trumpet shaped one there. Another one right here. Got more stems coming up. Got another one right here. Oh, I keep saying trumpet. They're kind of like funnel or cup shaped, or I would think about makes me think about trumpets or horns. Doesn't need to be a trumpet, I guess. Little raggedy ones on the top, because you can just see the edges. And they got little fanny edges, apparently. I got too stiff down there. Too stiff. Little one down here in the distance. And then over here we got a big one open so you can see the little seeds. Another petal back there. Stems. One petal in the background, kind of like that. More stems. And this is just loose sketching, just playing in the book to loosen up for my painting sessions that I'm going to do later. I'm going to do a couple of pastel pieces. I'm going to do a watercolor. Have them all sorted and ready to go. For this month, my theme for the month is clouds. I want to practice painting and drawing clouds in all the mediums. It's a good practice, and it's something I want to improve on. So I thought I would pick that for my theme this month. Alright, and then down here she's got all kinds of little, like, kind of looks like rosemary. Those kinds of shapes. Kind of like that, coming out in all the directions. Nice. Like that. And just let it be like that. Okay, let's drop in some yellow. Yellow. My yellow is very muddy right now. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. I'll just drop on some yellow here and there. Pure color where I'd like it to stay. And apparently I'm not letting the inks dry enough because they're spreading around kind of a lot more than they usually do. Even the little stems are yellow, which is crazy. Grab some more yellow, just kind of tap it in. You don't even have to stay inside the lines. No rules. Do what you want. Have a couple different greens, dip it in this blue, kind of make a blue-green for all these little rosemary shaped leaves that are overlapping each other down here. And a bit of green in here, and then each one of these get a little more vibrant with them. Each one of them has a little green dot on the inside, like so. Oop. Like that. And then we have kind of a gray blue stem right here that we're going to pop in like that. There we go. Quick sketch of a weird plant that I don't know the name of. And seriously, if anyone knows the name of it, let me know. I have no clue. I just thought it was cool and interesting looking, right? Alright. Might just be a weed. And she had some beautiful yellow roses. Yellow roses are our favorite. See, there it is from another angle. It's very pretty. Oh, the colors are weird now. Alright. But, yeah. Don't know what it is. No clue. Let's see. Let's stay within. Let's draw these little purpley flowers that were by the side of the house. I thought they were very pretty. Let's doodle those. Maybe we'll doodle those. First we'll blob. Let's see. I don't think I have an actual purple in here, do I? I do. I have a dioxazine. It's up here. I'm playing with my core watercolors, and my palettes are super muddy. Here, I'll just show you. super muddy. And we were just, let's get in frame, zoom out a bit, sorry, I'll show you, and then I'm not even in frame. These are what the lids look like all the time. I don't clean them. I reuse the paint that's in here. There's a little dig in the lid right there. Just because I feel like it creates interesting colors. Let's put in a little pink in there as well. Kinda, this is magenta. Make it a little more vibrant. There. Go ahead and plop in petal shapes. Funky petal shapes. And funky stems. This stem here with a little bud on it. It goes all the way down, like so. And then there's more. And I'm not one to, ooh, let's do that. Plop in some pure color. The core watercolors like to move around and play on the page kind of a lot. So, yeah. I dig them. I'm not normally one to paint flowers, those one brush stroke flowers. Not sure why. It's just never been something that I've been interested in learning how to do. But have a dollop of each color. Swirl them about. Drop them down. And then this one kind of runs into, let's put this one, kind of just blobs of purple at this point. Purple blobby flowers, that's what these are. Boop, 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 boop. Just drop that down, and then there's the stem that curls and comes down. And we have a pale pink one. How am I going to do that? I don't really have a, let's see, do I have a red? I have a pyrrole red. Yeesh. Pyrrole red. Or just pure magenta. And then water her way down. And we'll get in a super pale pink petals down here. Kind of shaped like a star. Like an upside, like the stars facing down. Like that. That's cute. We've got some little dollops for buds. Kind of like that. Drop some color on them. Like that. Pop in a little bit of color in the middle of that guy. Cool. Give him a stem. Too big. That's alright. Oh, it's fine. Okay. And then let's put in another pink one. Put another pink. This pink one that's over here, I'm gonna put over here. And feel free to do that. Move your flowers around. No one says you shouldn't, right? It's a pale pink flower kind of facing down like that. And a stem. And there's the stem coming up. We can put another pink flower here. Like that. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, let's get some greens in. Grab my other palette. This is my, which palette am I in here? These are the colors for the palette that I'm playing in. And this is my other palette that I have of my core colors. So this is ultramarine and viridian mixed together. Makes a weird green, right? Maybe we'll grab some sap green out of the other one. There we go. And maybe a touch of yellow. And put that in here. Maybe a little more yellow. This is how I contaminate my yellow all the time. Touch of sap green. Put some yellow in that. Even more yellow. There we go. And then we'll take our greens and kind of dry brush in just haphazard. That. There are some cute leafy shapes, so we can drop in blobs reminiscent of that. Let's get some water flowing down here. Not on the flower. There we go. Cute, right? All kinds of grasses and stuff going on. Watercolor is fun because it's translucent, so you can see through your layers. You can be haphazard with it and not feel bad. Because then, now that we've got our blobs of color, see, blobs of color, we can this with the heat tool real quick. Hopefully it's still plugged in. Take a sip of water. Don't forget to hydrate, you guys. Summertime is here. It's good for your body. To hydrate. Good. Fairly dry. And then set that there. And then we can come in over the top with our small number 3 liner and just doing some fun shapes. Does not need to be exact or real even. You can just have fun with it. A bud up here. Cut this down. Put this flower here. Kind of all crazy. Not really making a whole lot of sense, but we can make it make sense with our ink work, right? Like that. Like that. With this one, it's kind of overlapping. Comes down like that. Fun, fun, fun. These little pink ones that look like weird upside down stars. Draw right over your previous works. Don't be afraid. Kind of doing weird upside down starfish thing going on. This guy. here. That. See? That's fun, right? And get another little bud shapes. Pull it down like that. And there we go. And I don't feel like putting in lines for the grass. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it looks neat. I like a little more pink in there though. Kind of digging that. That pink. A little more vibrancy. There. I dig it. How's this for sketch session, right? I'm having fun. So there's some sketches from staying in Washington, from my own reference photos from that I've had for years that I haven't touched, right? Let's turn our page. We'll do a couple more. Quick. I don't know how long this video is. Let's do... These are pictures that I've taken. Close-ups of the frost, the beetle, while out on walks. This is the river down, like, I don't know, 30 seconds from my front door. I'm gonna take a little walk. This is what the river looks like down by the office. It's really beautiful over there. Let's see. Oh, we could paint these. Hello. This would be a fun painting, right? Should we try that? Let's do that. Just for a quick silhouette-y kind of thing. Want to do that? We'll do it over here. I think we should. Let's tape it off and everything. We'll get all kinds of crazy professional about it. Make a little tiny landscape piece. Let's even do it narrow like that. Edge to edge. Alright, this is the last one, and then I've got to go make some lunch because my tummy is getting super hungry. And I have other paintings to get to today. Alright, so we have that done. And then let's go ahead and drop in some blue. This one is phthalo blue in the core colors. Look at that. Super vibrant. And we'll clean off that brush. Clear water, just clean water. Come on in and let it gently move around. And this is not watercolor paper, it's just drawing paper, 60-pound drawing paper, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, not terribly. Let's go ahead and get in a little bit of water right down here. And then the rest of this is silhouette green grasses. This is just a fun exercise in clouds and sky building, right? And grab some tissue and maybe touch of clean water right there. Let's see if I can. Oh, alright. Probably because it's drawing paper and it stains pretty quickly. Now, let's dry that. The trick with watercolor is to dry between the layers. You can either let it dry naturally or use a heat tool. This is just a $10 heat tool that I got on Amazon. Or a hairdryer. It'll move your paint around. Also, heat drying can kill some of the granulation and some of the blends. And if you want that more fresh, vibrant look, it's better to let your watercolors, especially if you're working on really nice watercolor paper, it's better to let them dry naturally. Just, you know, a little information for you. Let's grab this guy. And on it, we will put, let's just use what's here. We've got a beautiful blue, all these gorgeous greens, and maybe we'll drop on some indigo. And as you can tell, my palette, the quinacridone magenta, the sap green, and the indigo are my like go-tos on this palette. I love them. I've been using the teal a lot too. But this is our indigo. Look at that. Woo, pretty. Okay, mixed with all those greens. Let's get our brush dry and then come in and I'm going to go ahead and put in some of those textures back there. Dry brush. And kind of just tap it gently. That. Get some of those textures, right? And there's all kinds of little crazy things happening. But you can use just the tip of your brush and basically the leftover paint to create these little silhouettes against the sky. Those pale, light little, just do a little flicking maneuver. Fun. Okay. That could be layer number one, all the fuzzies, all those light fuzzies back there. Put some over here as well for the distance. And then back there, right back here, we have a little hedge situation going on, and that hint of it peeking throughout. Okay, now let's get in there and do some dark stuff. Let's get in some. And if you want, you can switch to a smaller brush, or you can just use the tip gently. Get those grasses growing. Just tall. Flick those grasses going up like that. Paint for a little more. And you know, this is reference. You don't have to do exactly what's on the page. You can do your own thing as well. Some of them overlapping. Most of them overlapping. Like that. Wiggly. Make it nice and dark down here. Grab some more indigo. I like to mix indigo and dioxazine together to create my darks. And sometimes I will even throw in a bit of neutral tint, which I think this one is neutral tint. Oh, it's a brown. It's, oh, raw umber. Alright, that works. Creates kind of a gray-black, see? Isn't that nice? But it can get super dark if you need it to. So you can go on top, and we'll grab a smaller brush. Let's use this guy. I haven't used him in a while. Little rigger. With a long blade. Go ahead and get him in here. We'll create some foreground grasses. There we go. Come up. Maybe we've got some dark areas, right? For a little bit of contrast. I want to make them all like super dark, but go ahead and put that there. Grab our color. Get those crazy overlapping grasses in there. And a couple of close-up ones. Like that. There we go. Come up. Maybe we've got some dark areas, right? For a little bit of contrast. I want to make them all like super dark, but go ahead and put that there. Grab our color. Get those crazy overlapping grasses in there. And a couple of close-up ones. Like that. Oh, this is fun. Okay. And if you want to mix, you could mix some more of your dark dioxazine, indigo, and then that raw umber to gray that all out. A little more raw. Yeah. Kind of grays that all out. A little more blue. Oh yeah, see? And that created a different, just a little more blue-gray. See? So that's cool. Come on in and get in another layer of darks, silhouetted. Maybe a few leaning over this way. They don't know what's happening. Couple. That. With the brush. Not nice and fluid so that it flows. Are we done? Are we done? Should we do more? Who knows? I mean, stuff like this you can play till cows come home. Some long, tall, fuzzies in. Alright, yeah, I kind of dig that. That's a fun little practice, right? Let's take our tape off and see what it looks like. It always looks great without the tape, right? Let's set these up here. Ta-da! Just some loose, fun, get me out of my head kind of painting. See, oh, that looks so great. I dig it. Alright, up close it looks like a disaster, right? But you get it far away and you're like, hey, grass is against the sky, look at that. So this is our sketches for today. These guys. And this guy. Our little blobs down here. Never hurts to test your colors in your sketchbook either. Or on a piece of scrap paper, which is always, I always have stuff and whatnot everywhere. But yeah, and don't be afraid to take some of your own reference photos and see what happens. That was taken over at Pratt's Falls. These rocks, look how pretty they are. And if you want to draw or paint any of these, it's Blake's Studio at pixabay.com if you're interested. Took some really pretty photos with some rocks for people to paint, some stairs. Look at that lighting. Dig it. Dig it. A nice seed pod. There's another. Let's see if we can get this to. Oh, it's blipping all over the place. What are you doing? But yeah, here's all my reference photos that I have on my feed to share with everybody so far. I just started uploading again this year. These guys from when I was at Pratt's Falls, which I thought turned out really beautiful. I was trying to show you these stairs. Apparently I'm clicking the word forest path and it keeps jumping back to the forest path. There it is. No. Look at that. Look at the lighting. It's just so pretty. Not sure why I got ginormous, but because it's a long frame photo, you would think it would just, at any rate, look at those beautiful colors. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, and the lighting on the steps, the shadows of rocks and the leaves. Yeah. So, if you're interested, definitely check out Pixabay. Tons of people sharing photos. You can share yours too if you want to, and create your own little website. Once again, I just started sharing all mine, so they're out there for you if you want to play along with everybody else. And yeah, that's today's sketch session, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.